It's the ride to work. Or is it? That power steering doesn't want to work on a cold day. Alrighty then. The other day, I was beating up on the so-called sacred namers, and I just want to get this straight. I am a sacred namer, so I'm not picking on people who speak the name. I'm picking on the hypocrisy of those who say they love the King of the Universe and can't seem to get along with their brethren. They want to break fellowship. I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to everybody who thinks that they've got it all together and they have all the answers. Like they're the only holders of any divine revelation. If nobody else can worship the way they do, then somehow that makes them the blasphemer, or that other person the blasphemer. So, you know, I really don't have time for that nonsense, because, you know, that's just playing the devil's game. That really is just playing the devil's game. As long as we, the body of Messiah, the believers of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, are divided on this nonsense, then, you know, the devil's pretty much won, because he lumps us all in together. Doesn't matter if we're Jew or Gentile. Doesn't matter if we're Adventist or Baptist. It doesn't matter if we're Orthodox or Catholic. It doesn't matter if we're ultra-Orthodox or Reformed. He sees us all the same, and he wants us all dead. You know, it's illegal to practice this faith in 53 countries. It's restricted in another 40, and there's another 13 or 14 hostile nations. It means you're not wanted, neither you nor your message. And I dare say that it'll be here in this country very soon. Just ask the Department of Homeland Security. So we gotta knock this crap out. We gotta stop being divided on idiotic doctrines that really, most of them have no biblical foundation. No solid biblical foundation, anyway. We gotta stop kicking each other in the goats. However, there is an ecumenicalism that is most egregious. And Ahmed the Nutjob came out just in the last few days to say that he's stepping down from his presidency in the next 4 months, and within that time he is going to name the imam, the muaddi, and that when he does this, the Christians will accept him, because already Islam and Christianity are being merged in their theosophy. You go ahead and laugh about that, but I'm telling you, when you got jokers like Rick Warren pushing for Chrislam, you can count on it. Let that sink in a little bit. When you've got a radical Marxist holding the place of CEO of USSA, you can know that the Marxists don't tolerate any other gods in the face of the state. You can look at every other Marxist country in the world, and you'll see the persecution of those who profess to love Jesus and their Jewish brethren. At any rate, we need to start to get it together. We can't continue down this path. There is one God. He is the God of the Hebrews. He is the God of Abraham, of Isaac, and of Jacob. All you scoffers, all of you who think that there are many gods, or one God under many names, you are mistaken. And if you cannot get this one thing right, what is God's name? And what is His Son's name? That question was posed by none other than King Solomon, who was the wisest man in the ancient world. He said that a long time before Messiah Yeshua ever walked the face of the earth. So you kids, you go on and play with your false gods that are not gods. And you go ahead and you worship those idols and see if they save you from the judgment that is on this nation. It is that Hebrew God that made this nation great. And make no mistake, and now that you've turned your backs from Him, and now that you have removed Him from the courts, from the schools, from the government, and from the culture, He's going to make you eat the bread of your wrath and of your scorn. America, you have decided to do what is right in your own eyes, and He's going to leave you to the judgment that that brings. We are not unique. Historically, we are following the same pattern of every decadent, debauched, depraved culture that has been out there. So you go ahead and worship that which is not God. You go right ahead and believe there are many paths to heaven. You go right on believing that, because you will be judged by your own words and actions. And if you think that I'm just being ridiculous, you can move along. I have no time for this petty debate.